Bouncy. Bouncy.
Bouncy,
okay.
where's Bouncy?
How? She's fat.
Passion.
Oh my goodness.
Pleasure.
My last name.
Pleasure.
Heartbeat.
Disorient.
Heartbeat.
Puppy.
Yay!
I think no one's only staring at one thing.
I'm not. I'm actually reading this. I'm sorry. Sayori.
Sounds like you were distracted, no?
Oh.
Oh.
No. Like, I could maybe get my friends to read this.
Oh, I thought you
Well.
didn't have friends.
You got me to
I mean,
read
I
it.
I just can't win, can I?
Well, the
Well,
police.
you won my heart, darling. Well, it paid off in the
Oh,
end,
God.
didn't it? Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori is on a winkle sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Choose the pet.
Oh, we're doing Sayori. Oh no.
Oh no.
She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Noah. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of the one in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Noah. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only real good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motivation here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now
Look at this freak talking to himself.
Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. Well, I'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least you tried to make me feel a little better about yourself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast.
Basic.
Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it.
Alright. Jack.
Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remembering how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like
What?
Monika said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you?
He's a barker for a reason.
I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
I am. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said it mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Yeah, fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't.
And I will.
Go, Jack.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Ta-da!
Beautiful.
Captain Obvious.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of shit. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people didn't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something from the master. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yep, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I write in my poem next?
But Yuri.
Hi, Noah. Having a good time so far.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear that. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like a new activity or something we can do better, I'm always listening. don't be afraid to bring anything up.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in.
Anyways, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Oh, you will. Don't worry, Noah. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know, especially with my pose right now. But it's a sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Boop.
But it's
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
good.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome back.
You guys didn't
Really?
listen to me. I'm back.
It's a lot
Welcome.
cuter than I expected, like you.
Oh jeez.
No. It's kinda make me think of something Natsuki would write. I'm gonna have to have a word with her after this. That's so nice.
I can hear you.
Oh, I don't. And I know. And she's a good writer too, some would say, but not me. So take that as a compliment in dumb terms. Freaking illiterate.
He is illiterate.
If you say so.
Yep. There's a lot of poems and stories out there, and none are more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, and even sad. Mine is sad. And sometimes I have a few lines longer. They might even feel like they're written by children, like Natsuki. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anybody except Natsuki, Yuri, and Sayori.
I see. So you're
Good.
saying that Natsuki is kind of like that.
Yes, sort of. Oh, maybe she's not an expert.
Why do you sound like a posh person?
Because that's how my character is. Anyway, but you would probably want to find filler in her poem. Because her poem's made for frickin' children. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. Exactly. And so I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
Whoa, you wanna fight me, dude? I'm sure
Oh,
I'll
I
end up
will.
trying different things a lot. It could take
Yeah,
a while
yeah.
before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Because new things are my thing. Anyway, that's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everybody else might be a little biased towards their own kind of style, but I always help you find what suits you the most.
Sorry.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Especially not me. I'm very unimpressible. I literally just put my body out there for anyone.
Oh no.
I mean, look at the
That's a
poses
prostitute.
I do. I'm not a high school student. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
I
No,
guess.
bitch.
Don't worry, I'm not qualified at all.
You sound pretty competent for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's cause I have some confidence, unlike most people in this room. Am I right? Ah! That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's
You
read
will
it
see.
then.
Hole in the wall.
No. Oh no. Oh,
It
there's a way.
couldn't be me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I never knew my father. I never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real. Blind. like a film left out in the sun,
Oh,
but
God.
it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless
Oh my.
image, meaningless existence. It's a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretched forever in existence. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he's on the other side. Was looking in. Life has no meaning. Life is just an infinite amount of probability.
Anyway.
Oh. Anyway, what did you think about it?
It's,
Hashtag deep.
It's a very free form, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay.
My IQ dropped as soon as I walked into this room.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the kind of style that we kind of got popular nowadays. You know, really deep introspective stuff makes people question their existence like myself. I think I'm just a computer game. Anyway, that's a lot of poems having been put emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Who is that?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. ... I guess you could say that I have some kind of amphibian
Epiphany! Oh my goodness,
Epiphany.
illiterate child.
We're all illiterate in some way. It's been influencing my poems a bit
And
ever since you came into this room.
An
Yes.
epiphany.
Did you
Yeah,
just say
something.
no?
We're all
No,
illiterate for a reason. Yeah, that's something
I
like
feel
that.
like a god amongst like little toddlers.
In this, I'm God.
Especially you, Natsuki.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Just like this.
Oh my.
Maybe
Stupid
after
Monika,
everyone...
stop wasting our time. I want to speak.
No, my fault, you're right, bad guy. Maybe after everyone's
Shut
better friends with each other.
Fuck you, Monika.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm a digital icon. You can't frick me. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on specific plot points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just focus yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up a little. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a bit dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and you'll get the flow. Good for the circulation. That's my advice for the day. Moving on to Yuri, who you're gonna get nothing from. Thanks for listening.
Oh, shut up. Yuri's the best.
She has
No,
big tits, that's
those
what we know
legs
about
are
her.
disgusting.
You chose Yuri. Oh, wait, because I.
No, we purposely did it.
Yeah.
Hmm?
We purposely did it.
Shut up, Jack.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Who's
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
Loser.
Shut up, illiterate child.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
Take your time.
Processing. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? I can tell.
Yeah. Why do you want
Why do you... It's just making sure. I guess that might be after reading it, though.
Ah, so it's bad.
Yes. No, not really. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face within her hands. I can't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine.
Face
I
isn't in
really
her
didn't
hand.
notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical among new writers. And having been through that myself, I've learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is when they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style and separate the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both. The end result is that both
Illiterate.
the power and the expressiveness are weakened.
Illiterate.
Once
Shut
she
up,
finds her
child.
train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for.
This nerd.
Yeah, there are so many different skills and techniques that go into a writing, even when a simple problem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and by learning example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though,
Hey,
Biased? How?
because she's a bitch.
Hey.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
You should be sorry.
It's fine.
Shut up. Not sorry.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
Let's read some edgy crap.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Ugh, nerd.
it's gonna be
She
terrible.
smiles
Isn't
as if she's her only opportunity to herself, which itself is
Gonna
kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Wait, was
Go Harry.
I can't read
it? She
that.
writes like Harry.
Go Harry.
Cheers, Harry.
My hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Wait, is that bathing? I don't want to
Yeah,
say.
baby.
Okay, bathing. It must be this one. The last
Did you just say
remaining
bathing?
stood the test of time. The last can be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present by living in the past.
Wait,
The
what?
light back.
What's this word again?
This is terrible.
What's this word?
Bathing. Shut up.
Yeah, bathing. What's wrong?
Yo, you're kind of a freak.
Shut up, the literate kid. I'm sorry, I have such beautiful handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking of that at all.
But it took you a long time to read. It passed
well.
the ETA.
I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is garbage.
Shut up. That's relief.
Also, I hated the poem. Even though
Oh,
it's
right.
short and it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Oh, thank goodness you didn't write a longer poem.
I'm really glad you liked it.
Are
I'll
you
be-
in opposite town?
I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more than mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Ah, you're into freaky stuff like Ghost.
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Noah.
Really? I must have totally
You
missed
mu-
the point.
You did, because you're illiterate. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember the poet... Hold up! She contradicted her last statement. She said you glanced over it, but she also said...
You took
That-
a long time to read it, yeah, because of the handwriting.
Terrible.
What an idiot.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost,
Look at this nerd.
lingering in our last place of comfort, unable to let go of the past,
Edgy much?
and soon to be left with nothing.
Edgy much?
That's a lot more
soul
soul
putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's garbage.
Shut up. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. And become
Yeah,
less
maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
Wait,
counting on you.
Doki Doki Literature Club, the
Shut up.
story of Noah becoming literate?
Yeah, that's
He really was.
I guess
It's
that's
the
everyone.
journey.
I glanced
the
around the
story, huh?
room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for the mediocre writing abilities.
Mediocre! Oh my
Mediocre.
goodness, you can't even pronounce the word.
Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes lay on Yuri and Natsuki. They're grinning, exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem,
This really is the story of the illiterate kid.
I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow fury and frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri
Harry
smiles
Potter,
sadly.
the illiterate child.
Jack.
Oh, what's with this language?
Racist much?
Yeah. Did you say something, bitch?
Oh, it's nothing ugly.
Natsuki dismisses a return to the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Or are you just dumb? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
What?
How can that be cute?
It actually is pretty cute, bitch. I know that.
You know?
I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with
Bitch says
something
what?
nice to say? What? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all.
Okay. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it.
That's not much.
And Noah did too.
Yeah, I did, Shoddy. Love you.
Oh my goodness.
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some
Your
suggestions.
sources are
My
invalid.
own.
They are both biased and they should not be credited at all.
First of all, you're ugly.
Excuse me, but your sources are invalid. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style.
We have another illiterate.
I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something I find particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Specifically yours. And Noah liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Excuse me? That's not what you're just... Maybe you're just Noah's jealous that Noah appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
This is a room of illiterates.
Huh? And how
Fight,
do you
fight,
know he
fight,
didn't appreciate
fight,
my
fight,
advice
Cat
more?
fight!
Are you about to look it up?
No.
Beat the crap out of each
If
other.
I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I would go deliberately out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh.
Is everyone okay?
No. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one.
You can say it, Jack. You can say it.
We've said a lot of sus stuff
Okay.
today.
I wasn't the one whose mummy milk grew magically. A sight bigger as soon as Noah started showing up.
What?
Let's just say I'm
It's
a
spooky.
magician.
Natsuki, that's a little...
I'm not the other one whose boobs never grew.
This doesn't involve you.
Oh, it
Monica.
does. Fine.
This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Noah. Just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She already looks better.
You look bad.
Oh no.
She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective,
Simple writing is for illiterate people.
then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason?
It's the point of poetry!
The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out themselves.
It's odd.
Help me explain that to her, Noah.
Oh, fuck off, Natsuki. Wait. There's a reason why we have deep and expressive words in our language. For example, if you take art, we have very complex and modern art galleries. Why should every painting have to, directly symbolize everything it has? Sometimes it's art.
Wait.
Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste.
Since when did we go to art?
You understand that, right, Noah?
Well,
Of course, I wouldn't expect you to understand, Noah. You're illiterate.
yeah, you are.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. So, of course it's gonna be...
Help me, Sayori.
Okay, wait.
Help me, Sayori.
Okay, wait, guys, listen.
Yuri.
Okay, Yuri,
Natsuki.
give your... Why should I pick you?
Okay, I genuinely want to actually do this argument. Not for exactly. Look at art. Why do we have modern art galleries if no one's gonna from Natsuki's point of view? All art should have no. Shut up,
Harry,
All
you're kind of
art-
boring.
Natsuki believes that all art should have a direct meaning, whereas Yuri believes that while yes we have that and it's part of our history, we should still have the representative art that,
Okay, that's enough. Jack, your turn.
Harry.
I mean, most of the art in museums are pretty trash, and they didn't really mean anything. I just look at them and they look like 2-year-old trash.
You said museum.
Doki.
Museum.
Help me, Sayori. Help me.
You just
Sayori.
contradicted your own argument. Oh my goodness.
Natsuki. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defensive I can't bring myself to do anything to her. Sayori! Harry.
Oh, eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Harry. Oh my god.
No.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I
Guys,
agree.
calm down. It's okay. I love you, Natsuki.
It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict, such as
You're
the Israeli-Palestine
Sayori.
conflict.
I love you for being my best friend, but help me.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that has made her upset in the first place.
Oh god.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes.
Stop. Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are good people. I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems.
This is so creepy.
Amazing because they have many feelings and come out with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your mind. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well, also, Natsuki is cute and there is nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were.
Nah.
Say it.
I already said it.
Say
Say
it.
it again.
Big,
Say it again.
beautiful.
Yo, Natsuki, you kinda jealous? Sayori?
Amazing. A booby trap that actually catches boobies.
So this is why
So-
Sayori's vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, but I can organize things. I am also illiterate, but I am not very good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. That's why I have people do it for me. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Ah.
Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Just like you see my pose, you like this pose, you like when I do this. Take good care of her, okay? Make sure she doesn't. I would hate to see her get hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on
Good.
No,
Good.
me.
Because I'm. You know what?
Such a
No,
genuine
how can
person really makes a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more.
no,
Oh my
why would
gosh.
you want to talk to that bitch?
I? That's okay, everyone. Especially you, Yuri. Shut it. It's about time
Sayori
for
was
us to
silenced
leave.
for her crimes against speaking out against the humanitarian rights being abused by Monika.
Read the lines.
sucks.
How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Noah, how about you, senpai?
Yeah, I'll say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Freaking sheep, awesome. In that case, we'll do the
Damn
same
it.
thing tomorrow. And we can learn something from your friends too. So
Yeah,
your
this
poems
feels
will-
longer.
Yeah. So your friends will turn out even better, and your friends even betterer.
I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more than the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I note to myself with newfound determination.
Noah.
Harry?
Noah.
Noah! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Sayori beams at me.
It's truly
It's
been a
really
while
easy.
since Sayori
Awesome.
and I haven't spent much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.